everyone, welcome to our first video of 2025 and I wish you all a happy and a prosperous new year. Today we are going to dive into one of the important crucial topic in the insider risk management, which is the browser signal detection. As we know, the data theft can happen when users leave the organization. Like here are some common channels through which the data theft can occur. For example, when we talk about the email, the departing employees might send the sensitive information to their personal email accounts. And for example, when we talk about the cloud storage, employees may upload the confidential files to their personal cloud storage services like Google Drive or Dropbox or even their own Microsoft 365 tenant. So doing these kind of data exfiltration, if you don't have a proper controls, then it is a big challenge. And when we talk about the USB devices, copying data to USB devices or other external storage device is also one of the common method. And the other channels, what we can talk about is like the printouts, printing the sensitive information and documents and taking them physically, and also talking about the external storage devices, like mounting the external storage devices and sharing the data. That is also possible. And the other ways is like screenshots and taking photos, taking screenshots on photos of the sensitive informations displayed on the screens. So these are the channels that data theft can happen when the users leave the organization. So to mitigate these risks, the organization should always implement a robust data loss prevention solution. Uh, we talked about the insider risk management in the previous video, which explains about the prerequisites and how to get started with the insider risk management. If you have not taken a look at it, I highly recommend to have a look at that so that you'll be having the continuity of this insider risk management series. So, while coming to talk about the insider risk management browser signal detection, the Microsoft Purview has an extension. That extension plays an important role in helping this insider risk management. So, that plays a significant role in enhancing the insider risk management. So, let's talk about the Microsoft Purview extension. The Microsoft Purview extension helps detecting the risky activities by monitoring the browser usage. So, for example, it can identify actions such as copying files to a personal cloud storage, or printing the files, or transferring files to the network shares, or copying files to the USB devices, and also browsing some potentially unwanted sites. These are the things that it can monitor. So when we talk about the browser support, basically it's fully supported on two browsers at the moment. Like when you talk about the Microsoft Edge and the Google Chrome, these are the fully supported browsers. So in the Microsoft Edge, it uses some built-in capabilities which comes along with the Edge, and then it also uses the Microsoft this Purview extension add-on. And when we talk about the Google Chrome, it is completely dependent on the Microsoft Purview extension add-on. So when you talk about the browsers, you can use the Microsoft Edge or the Google Chrome, which the Microsoft Purview extension is fully supported at this moment. And when we talk about how to install and utilize them, basically there are three methods. For example, let's say if you have a handful of machines where you want to do it, then probably you can go and download this Microsoft Purview extension from the store. The link is available in the Microsoft website. I will also post in the video in the comment section. I will post it so that you will be able to try it. So that's the basic setup. And if you want to try the Intune configuration profiles, there is also a step detailed out. The same thing for the group policy. The steps is detailed out in the Microsoft website, which you can try. So that's applicable for the bulk deployments. And when we talk about the prerequisites for the operating system, Microsoft supports from the Windows 10. They recommend the latest Windows 64 build. However, the minimum is 1809. Unfortunately, the browser signal detection is not supported on non-Windows devices, which means like for the privileged Mac users, it's not supported at the moment. So we will see the roadmap how Microsoft is building the support for the Mac devices and other operating systems. And of course, the current Microsoft 365 subscription with insider risk management support is definitely required, and devices must be onboarded to the Microsoft Purview compliance portal. So, if you have not seen how to onboard the devices to the Microsoft Purview compliance portal, I highly recommend to take a look at the previous video, which we talked about that, so that you'll be able to have the full continuity of the video. And yeah, so basically what happens is like this is working in combination with the policy integration. So this insider risk management policies can be configured to act on the signals detected by these extension, like for example like taking a printout or uploading to a cloud storage. All these signal detections should be able to identify through the help of this extension, and then we will be able to mitigate the risks related to the data theft, data leaks, and any other security violations. So this is the prerequisites that you need to have it on the endpoint. When we talk about configuring the insider risk management on the purview side, there are a few things that we need to configure for the signal detection to happen. So basically, you need to create the policies based on the templates. For example, Microsoft have the default templates, the data theft by departing users, data leaks, and risky browser usage. You can use that. Or if you think like I have my own insider risk management policy, then I want to add these functionalities, then you need to create these signals in the Microsoft risk management policies which you have, so that you'll be able to identify and enable this signal detection. So basically, you need to make sure that the signal detection is enabled for such activities like copying files to the personal cloud storage, transferring files to network shares, or copying files to the USB devices. So when you enable these signal detections on existing policies, then it's working. So these are the directed activities that's supported at this moment. When we talk about files copied to personal cloud storage, that's supported. Of course, we talked about two supported browsers, Edge and Google Chrome. In the Edge, it's supported in the native method. Google Chrome, it supports with the extension. Files printed to local or network devices, files transferred or copied to a network share, files copied to USB devices, and browsing potentially risky websites. These are the current policies that is supported in the insider risk management browser signal detection. So we will expect more to be coming in the future, but this is more than sufficient to configuring the preventing the data exfiltration that can happen from the browsers. And also, last but not the least, you need to set up the forensic evidence collection, because this is required for the system to collect the forensic evidence for detected activities. Like it helps in investigating and mitigating the potential threats. So after you configure this insider risk management policies, you need to set up the forensic evidence collection. And the moment when you are completed, then you're ready to test this and see how it is working. So today in our demo, I'm going to show you, 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to show you how the overview, like the moment when you configure this. So basically what I did is I selected one of the data leaks fix policy, which we tested in the previous video. And then I enabled these indicators. So if we scroll down, if you see in the policy indicators, I have selected the printing, and yeah, if you see here, I have selected the option printing files, and also I have selected um, using a browser to upload the files to the web. And also there was something called network. I can show you in the edit policy. The moment when you go to the edit policy, basically I'm just going further. We are skipping all these part because this is a test environment. We're not we are not scoping it to any exclusion or admin units. So here is the triggering event. So in the triggering event, I have selected printing files, creating or copying files to USB, using a browser to upload file to the web. So these are the things which I have selected. And then you need to make sure that you're tuning the indicators based on your requirement. So here, for example, sending emails with attachment, total number of activities, 2 or 1 per day. So we need to modify, like printing files, total number of activities, 1 per day. So all these triggering threshold you need to modify, and post that you'll be able to um, test see the results. So after you enable this, I simulated a few of the test cases, and then you see basically here the total alerts will be coming here. The moment when you click on view users, it brings me to this screen, like what are the activities that I have done. So if you see here, I see like exfiltration files transferred to a network share, and also I see exfiltration files uploaded to a cloud storage. I also tested the scenario, the printing, but for some reason it's not working. Maybe it's a configuration, the policy configuration mistake from my side. I need to do some deep dive on that. But at the moment, if you see the exfiltration files transferred to a network share is working, and also exfiltration files uploaded to cloud storage is working. So let's take a look at exfiltration files transferred to a network share. So it says one event. The moment when I click on one event, it's bringing us what happened. So if you see here, the exfiltration activity happened on Jan 3rd of Jan, which is file copy to a network share. The file name is zero trust security object ID, and it says the destination file path ds920 plus home docs. Yeah, that's my Synology network drive, and then I just mapped my network drive to this particular laptop, and I was able to transfer the file. Yeah, which is showing up here. This is a good, this is a good option, right? Because with that, the SOC team will be able to identify this type of data exfiltration has happened, and then they will be able to take necessary action. The next part is like when we talk about the file upload. If you see, like there is a file upload that happened on 2nd of Jan, file upload to cloud, and then there is a file name, conceptual understanding, and the destination domain is exchangequery.mysharepoint.com. Yeah, this is my different test domain, but the one which we are testing everything is on a domain called DevOps Info. So which means like even it is able to detect the file upload that's happening on a different Office 365 tenant. This can be a common scenario, like because since like the common endpoints that's been used for the Office 365 tenant, it's really impossible to block an organization all these endpoint URLs when all the users are replacing the Microsoft 365 services. But when you enable this insider risk management, such kind of data exfiltration activities that's happening, uploading a file to their own Office 365 tenant, it's able to detect it, and then it says file upload to cloud, and then it says that even the destination domain. So with this, the SOC team will be able to identify this is a classic example of data exfiltration that can happen from a user who is leaving the organization. Then they will be able to take the necessary action. And if you talk about the second one, file upload to the cloud, that's the drive.google.com, which that's also common case. Like if Google Drive is accessible from the end user's laptop, then they would be able to upload it, and then they are able to see. You see, even the application chrome.exe, and the destination domain is drive.google.com. So, which is also visible clearly here. And last but not the least, even if you're sending this to a WhatsApp, you would be able to see that. You see here, like file upload to cloud. I sent a file name to upload it through the web.whatsapp.com, because that's also common exfiltration path for a user. If the web.whatsapp.com is accessible from your end user's laptop, then they can simply access the web.whatsapp.com and then upload all uh, the sensitive information through this channel. So this is a really a good option, like right, because like with this you are able to completely see what are the events that occurred completely, and then you'd be the SOC team would be able to take the necessary action. So, and also one more point which I want to keep in keep updated is like everything this is completely kept in privacy and compliance, because this solution is built with privacy by design. So ensuring that all the users are pseudomized by default, like only if a user is having the appropriate role-based access controls, they will be able to view the complete details based on an incident or based on a change request or how is your change management process. And for any admin activities, the audit logs are in place. So by having this kind of privacy and compliance, you have a complete solution which is in complete control even from the administrative perspective. And this is a complete comprehensive risk management because you're correlating various signals that's coming from the browsers, and with the help of the Microsoft Insider Risk Management policies, you're able to identify the potential threats that's coming from every endpoint. So these features makes the Microsoft Purview a valuable tool for enhancing the insider risk management and also protecting your organization important sensitive data. There is also something called like the HR, the data connector that helps in identifying the employees who has been, in the notice period, and then we will be able to identify more potential threats, like marking them in a higher priority in such kind of incidents. We'll also take a look at it in the upcoming next video, and I'm also going to deep dive into why the printing is not showing up in the results. So always remember, insider risk management is an ongoing process. We have to regularly review and update our policies, and also we always need to stay vigilant and leverage the right tools to keep our data secure. Thanks for watching, and here is more to secure a successful 2025. See you in the next video. Thank you.